Hello guys, today I am taking the very important topic of the interview question, that is the OOPS concept, which usually asks in any interview, and this topic is very famous for the interviewer, so you have to be covered it. Now we will only top 20 questions which usually asks in interview. We will talk about it and I will explain it. If you want more on it, then please comment it. I will also make a video on that. I will elaborate it and also tells about what types and also examples. Also, I will explain it. Now I will go to the question part. So now my first question is, what is the difference between C and C++? As you already know, that is a very simple question, but interview will usually ask an interview. C is the procedural programming language, but C++ is the object programming language. That is the slight difference between C and C++. C is the starting language. There is not so much library, but C++ contain more library as comparison to the C. C++ contain inheritance, encapsulation, private access file. That makes C++ better than C. That is why we are using C++, not C. Now second question, what do you understand by the OOPS concept? OOPS concept usually asks an interview, tells about what is OOPS, explain the OOPS, like that. OOPS, it is the programming model that revolves around the class and object. And class is the blueprint of object that contains some property, behavior and methods of the object, and object is the instance of the class, where instance is the example, like that. Now there are four pillars of the OOPS concept. We will also cover it. Now the different types of class in OOPS. Now there are two types of class. One is the abstract class, second is the concrete class. In the abstract class, we will not define the function, only we will declare the function, and we will define the function in the inherited class. In the concrete class, we will define it and implement it properly. That is the concrete class. Now that's fifth question, explain constructor and destructor and its types. Constructor, it is a function that will initialize a call at the time before when the object initializes, and it will perform some functionality, some function. And now destructor will use for the free the memory of the classes that we are using it. Now each type, constructor has three types: default constructor, parameterized constructor and copy constructor. And destructor has no types, and destructor will be assigned with the sign tilde operator. And as you already know about the constructor and destructor have same class name as same function. Constructor name has start with same class name. Now what is virtual constructor and virtual destructor? So there is no concept of virtual constructor, but there is a concept of virtual destructor. If you want some more, then I am already assigned the notes, then you can search it. Explain inheritance and its types. Inheritance, that is the property feature of the OOPS concept, that's taking the features from your parent class. That is the functionality of the inheritance. And its types is 5 types: single level inheritance, multi-level inheritance, multiple inheritance, and hierarchical inheritance and hybrid inheritance. And best concept of the multiple inheritance and problem of the multiple inheritance, one is diamond problem. That is the famous problem usually asked in interview. In the one Infosys interview question, what is diamond problem asked, so that is the most important question. And in the 8th question there is also concept explain diamond problem and its solution. So in the diamond problem, we usually one parent class and there are two class which is inherited by it, and these inherited class, both inherited class will make a child which are taking the property from both inherited class, and this is like as grandparents and two childs, and this child has one child, that is child C. If you want so much more, then you can pinch it, and yeah, you can see another YouTube video, so you can cover it. Its solution, like as we have to use is virtual inheritance. That is the solution of the diamond problem. Explain abstraction and how we can achieve it. It's abstraction, it is the feature of the OOPS concept, and it's hiding the implementation detail. It's only so that is the requirement of the user. That is the abstraction, and it will be achieved using the abstract class and private access specifier. Now explain abstract class and interface. Abstract class contain pure virtual function. Interface also contain pure virtual function, and pure virtual function we will define it later. Abstract class contain only declare the function, not defining the function. That is the abstract class. We will define the function in inherited classes. Now pure virtual function, it is the function which initialize with 0 and its uses virtual keyword. Like if let's take an example, if you want to function name is calculation, then virtual calculation is equal to 0. That is the virtual function. Explain encapsulation and how we can achieve it. It is the 12th problem, 12th question. Encapsulation, that is the like as capsule, data hiding plus data binding. It will hide the data that is the crucial and important for the user. It will achieve using the private access specifier and also the protected specifier. As you already know about the private, protected and public, but if you don't know about it, then go through the notes. That's notes has already covered all the topic. Now we will go through the next question. Now 13, explain polymorphism and its type. And as you already know about the polymorphism, also the feature of the pillar of the OOPS concept. It is combination of the two words, that is poly plus morphs. Poly means many and morphs matlab shape, many shapes. That's a one user has many roles. Like as let's take an example, one teacher has a teacher of the student. He is also the husband of any lady, and he is also the son of any person, and he is also the member of the society. That's one person play many role. That is the concept of the polymorphism. There are two types of polymorphism. One is compile time and second is runtime. Compile time polymorphism is called compile time because which function will be run will be decided at the time of compile time, and which function will be decided at the runtime, that is called runtime polymorphism. There are two types of compile time polymorphism. One is function overloading and second is function overriding. Operator overloading. And function overloading and operator overloading both are important topic. So you have to be covered it. Now the runtime polymorphism, that is where we use virtual concept. That is the most important concept. So you have to be also got it. Now the 14th question, explain operator overloading and method overloading. Operator overloading will be used where, as you already know, we use in the variable, not in the object. But if you want to use the operator in the object, that's why you have to use operator overloading. That's make a operator to use for the object. That is the most important concept of the operator overloading. But there are some operator will cannot use for the operation. That's why there is something. And also the method overloading, which will be like that कि one has same class name but has different number of argument and different data type. That is the method overloading. Now 15th question, explain runtime polymorphism and virtual function. As you already know, I already said about what is runtime polymorphism and function overriding. Here runtime polymorphism is function overriding is happened. It will be happen like that. Like let's take an example. Class A has same function name and class B which is inherited by class A, that is same function name. So you have to be decide which function will be run. But if we will usually make a object of the derived class, then derived class function will be run. If we make the object of the base class, then it will run the base class function. But if you will take the reference of the base class and make the object of derived class, at this time we have to use a virtual concept. If you will not use it, then always base class function will be called. That is the where we will use the concept of virtual function. Explain the concept of template in C++. Let's take an example. Vector int v1, vector float v1, vector double v1. In this time, user doesn't know about we will use what type of data type we can use. So for that we have to make a function, a method that will be suitable for all the data type. That's why here the concept use template. Now 17th question, explain friend function and friend class. As you already know that private access specifier only those class in which private specifier that uses the concept of data member and the feature of in which class we have defined, only he can use it, but derived class cannot use it. So if you want to use up all the private things of those class, then you have to use a friend class and friend function. If you want to mod it, then you can go through the notes. Explain pointer and its type. Pointer is a variable that holds the address of any other variable. It has also four types of pointer. One is null pointer, second is the dangling pointer, third is a while pointer, and fourth is a void pointer. If you want to elaborate it, okay. Now explain struct, class and union. That is the most important topic. Struct has by default public, class has by default private, union contain only the last data type which define and contain the address of the largest size, enum which is for the user to suitable, like as Monday to 1, Sunday, Monday to Friday, Tuesday second, like that. If you want to word as use as a numbering, then you will use enum. Difference between C++ and Java. C++ and Java both are running on the ops concept, but there is some dissimilarity between that. C++ uses pointer, Java doesn't use a C pointer. C++ uses multiple inheritance, but Java doesn't use multiple inheritance. Like that concept, they make a difference between C++ and Java. C++ is 50% object-oriented programming language, but Java is 90%, because we cannot say that Java is a pure object-oriented programming language because it uses primitive data type. Primitive data types are those like an integer, float, double. That is the primitive data type. That's all about 20 question, and I have already attached a link of the GitHub link where you can find the notes of that. That's all about it. If you want to any comment, then you can comment it. Thank you.